We just got done watching our first match between Robot Man and WizKid. And 2-1 match. Congrats to WizKid for moving on in the tournament. And we saw some pretty good action right there. So I'm kind of happy with how that's going. So what we're going to be doing now is we're going to be jumping into a match between Sironigous and Ragnarokmol. Hopefully I don't butcher their names as the match is going on. There's no way to look cool after that. We're just trying to get both these players ready to go. They were able to do a little bit of a beta test of their first stream, so we're going to go from there. And we're about to jump into the game. We're about to jump into the guys. It's the game.
I must protect the wild.
All right, so it looks like we got a Paladin versus Druid action right here. Paladins have actually got a lot of secret synergy in the most recent expansions, so Paladins have definitely seen a rise in popularity, which is pretty sick. Looks like Ragnarokmol is going to go ahead and veto all of his secrets and just try to get some more beefy minions out. Sironigous is actually able to get a very, very good turn 1 start. Going to use the Living Roots and summon 2 1/1 saplings. Alright, so some pretty good stuff here. It looks like, yeah, we've got the Ragnarok's doing the secret Paladin stuff. Tyrion Fordring is actually a really good finisher. We'll see if Sironigous has what he needs to be able to deal with it. Now, Ragnarok got a couple options here. He decides to pass. I think coining out the Haunted Creeper would be just as good of a response. To be able to kind of challenge the board, because now he's going to take 3 damage and not be able to do too much about it. Alright, so it looks like that we're seeing turn 2 right here. Looks like he's saving the coin for turn 3 muster for battle. Looks like he's going to challenge support that way.
Done. Reporting for duty.
So some good stuff here. I think his real turn 3 is kind of awkward now. So he's just going to put out a dude. So I think he might have missed an opportunity to be able to do something, but maybe there's a method to the madness. So decides to play Knife Juggler, or he's thinking about playing Knife Juggler kind of naked. Not being able to do too much with it. I think Haunted Creeper would be a better decision, or even just putting out a dude. Haunted Creeper probably better. It's a stickier minion. Stickier in the terms of that it takes a lot more effort to remove it. Still thinking about that Haunted Creeper. Decides to put it down. I would agree with that decision. And going face. I mean, if you really can't deal with the minion, I guess, I don't know. It's kind of an interesting kind of dilemma here.
Job's done.
Decides to hit the dude for 1. Try to make it a little bit weak. So what do we got from Sironigous? We've got Echoing Ooze, and it looks like we've got Mark of the Wild. So Sironigous kind of doing kind of this hybrid kind of build. It's kind of zergy, it's kind of aggro-y a little bit, because the Echoing Ooze at the end of the turn, whatever kind of buffs it has, it's going to summon an exact copy of it. So now he's got 2 minions on the field for 4 mana that have 3/4 and taunt, which is pretty sick. So now what do we do? Like, this is kind of an awkward turn, right? So it looks like that he's going to put out Knife Juggler and he's going to silence one of them. Makes it a little bit more effective to deal with, as opposed to being a 1-3-4. It's a 1-2. We're seeing some trades. They both go face. You don't want them to go face. You want them to actually hit the minions to be able to actually do some board control. So Ragnarok trying to decide if he wants to use his attack or use his weapon, Light's Justice, to be able to actually do something on the board. And it looks like he's just going to attack. Alright, what do we got here? Sironigous can actually... He's deciding to swipe. Swipe, I think, is a pretty good decision here. That way he clears the board. That's definitely the correct target the swipe. Board's gone. Another decision could have been to innervate out Dr. Boom, but I like the swipe a little bit better. I think I like the swipe a little bit better. So what do we got here? We've got pretty straightforward play. We got Haunted Creeper, we've got Reinforce with a Silverhand Recruit, and we've got an Avenge Secret. So nothing too super scary. That Avenge though, like, here's the thing, right? If like Avenge on the 4/3 is going to be pretty good, which is exactly what's going to happen. So now we got a 4/3 minion. It makes A friendly minion gained +3 attack, +2 health, so he's going to be kind of squishy. Alright. So, we're going to see Mysterious Challenger on turn 6. I'd be surprised if we didn't see that.
Who am I? None of your business.
And we're seeing the Lopsided Christmas tree over here. We got one of each secret. And it looks like he's got some pretty standard secrets here. So, Repentance. So Repentance actually would be a very, very strong, because like he's probably going to put, Sironigous is probably going to put Dr. Boom out next turn, and it's going to change it from 7 HP to 1 HP. Ooh. Ooh. What would you do? Like, if I was Sironigous, I don't know, man. Like, I'd probably put out the Ooze just to see what happened, but he's going to put out Dr. Boom. And the secret's going to prop, and it's going to reduce his HP to 1. That's an easy way to deal with that. Like, what do you even do here? Like, this is a tough turn for Sironigous. Like, everything was going well until about this point. Decides to attack with Noble Sacrifice. His Haunted Creeper's gonna die. Because Haunted Creeper died. We're gonna have a redemption. We're gonna have a resummoning of the minion. And we've also got Competitive Spirit because the turn ended. Looks like that he was done with his turn right there. So now everything is even stronger. There's a couple options here. I think Coghammer is a pretty easy decision at this point, just to have a weapon to be able to clear something. And then it makes another minion have Taunt and Divine Shield. That way you can deal with Dr. Boom super easy. Now, I'm just trying to decide if I want to put on another guy or if I want to do Blessing of Kings on something. And I probably want to just put out like Avenge and a guy. Just content with that. Coghammer's a really good choice for the first turn. Gets a 7/7 with Divine Shield. It's probably not the best option, but...
I must move quickly.
Alright, let's see where it goes from here. Goes face. Okay, not too terrible. Worst thing that could happen, they both went face for 1! That was the worst Dr. Boom in North America. Looks like he's actually going to do that. Going to go Avenge. Doesn't make his other dude stronger. Have a turn 8 Tyrion Ford Ring, which is pretty good. Now, you've got some ways to deal with this. But what do you do? Like, this 7/4 or this 7/7 has to die, but then what do you do from here? Looks like he's going to Savage Roar. Oh, do you swipe as well? I'd probably swipe face, or not swipe face, but swipe the Mysterious Challenger. I think. I don't know. This is an awkward turn for Sironigous, because in order to deal with this and to live, he's got to literally use his entire tank of gas, and then turn 8's gonna be Tyrion Ford Ring. He's just gonna get completely, dunked on. Okay, that was a great decision. I didn't see that there. So decides to attack that way, swipe the other one. There's a 4/3 on the board. Oh my, that was a brilliant way to deal with it. But like we said, Sironigous exhausted his entire gas tank. He's got 2 very, very meek minions on the board. And look what's going to happen now. We're going to have Tyrion Ford Ring. Or even Dr. Boom. Either one would just be fun. Like, here's the thing, right? Like, you have to decide, because Druids have dudes that can silence. So because of that, you have to be able to decide, okay, do I want to Keeper of the Grove? Do I want to put out the thing that can be silenced? Or do I want to look for something like Big Aim Hunter? I think Dr. Boom was a better option here slightly. See, Keeper of the Grove, right? So, literally, if he put Tyrion Ford Ring out, he would have silenced Tyrion Ford Ring, which would have prevented Tyrion's death rattle from happening, which is pretty freaking awesome. So now there's a 7/7 on the board. Now Tyrion Ford Ring's going to come down. Like, Sironigous, like, I think he's dead. I don't think he's got any way they can deal with this. I would use the remaining charge of my weapon to take out the Keeper of the Grove and just go face. Man. Brilliant play from Sironigous. I really liked how he just decided to go face. I really liked his that way of handling it, but just the turn 7, turn 8, or turn 8, turn 9 from Ragnarokmol was just too strong. So Ragnarok is up 1-0 in our particular tournament. We see some mana from both players. It's pretty good. It's pretty awesome. It looks like we're about to jump into our second match of the evening. All right, they know what to do. So as we're in the small intermission, if you guys like what you see, please feel free to click that follow button. That lets me easily know that you guys like the content.
For Doomhammer, I will fight with.
So Ragnarok kept his deck. It looks like Sironigous is changing to Shaman. So it looks like we have a Death Rattle Shaman. Oh my goodness, I can't wait. This is gonna be awesome. So utilizing the reincarnations to actually control that's pretty good. The only kind of downside is that Sironigous has a lot of removal, which I guess is okay. But he doesn't have. He's just gonna have to. Hopefully, he can get through the early game. If he can get through the early game, he probably will be in good shape. So, okay. So he could put out Zombie Chow and Lightning Bolt. I would say Lightning Bolt probably all right here to remove it. Ooh. I probably would have Lightning Bolted the Knife Juggler, but that's just my life choice. I can't make that for him. So I had to put out the Noble Sacrifice to protect it, which is a good idea. And he's also going to get an extra dagger hit. Deciding to attack. It's going to be the Noble Sacrifice. The dagger hits it, and he loses the Zombie Chow. How heartbreaking. Utilizes the Lightning Bolt a little bit to do that. It is what it is. So we have turn 3. I'd probably, here's the thing, either Shielded Minibot or Haunted Creeper would probably be good selections here. I like the Shielded Minibot because it's very likely he's going to lose the Divine Shield next turn, but then he can Cog Hammer in a turn or two and be able to do that. So I'd probably save the Cog Hammer. I'd probably put Pirate Shudder on turn 4, play it on the curve. Alright, pretty simple turn 4 from Sironigous, so we see turn 4 starting for Ragnarok. I'd probably put out the Pilot Shredder. It seems like the best play here. It's one of the strongest minions on the board. It's going to require everything for Sironigous to actually deal with it. We'll see how it goes. We will see how it goes. Alright, going to put out the Flame Tongue Totem. We're gonna see the Flame Tongue Totem. Looks like he is. I think he's trying to decide how he wants to do it. I think that's okay. Okay. Deciding because he got the Taunt Totem to just kind of chill, right? He was like, nah, we're just gonna leave it there. I think that's pretty. I think that's a good decision. That way he's not overcommitting. No shenanigans like something else actually happening. Alright, so turn 5. Playing Haunted Creeper, playing Coghammer. On the stronger minion. Okay. So he decides to go face here. I think that's a good... I don't know. It kind of... Hearthstone's about a game about trading. You want to be able to actually, trade efficiently and have good trades. That's what a lot of video games are nowadays if you think about it. So what's the best way to trade? Do I just want to have all my dudes actually go in there? Okay, so we see a turn 6 Sylvanas. Sylvanas' Death Rattle is taking full control of minion, which is pretty good. Okay, so I mean, the kind of downside here is that I know what's going on in both hands, right? Players don't. So what would I do right here if I saw a Sylvanas on that turn? Put out the Challenger. I mean, there's really not too much evidence of what type of decks Sironigous is playing yet. So it looks like we're going to trade this way. We're going to go face. Interesting. I like this deck. I like Sironigous' deck. Definitely some interesting decisions here. It looks like he's going to play Cult Master.
Join or die, or both.
Reduces its health to 1. It only has 2 HP initially, so it's not like the worst thing in the world. Gonna attack, see what he can proc. Gets Noble Sacrificed. I would love, it would make me happy in my nerd heart to see a reincarnation here. So we're gonna see an Avenge. Because Hearthstone is a game about being unfair, we're not gonna actually avenge what we actually need to avenge. Or we're not gonna mind control what we need. But yeah, we're gonna see Reincarnate on Sylvanas. Which I think draws him a card, doesn't it? Gets a 1/1 out of it. Draws him a card. That's some good synergy right there. And he gets it back. So nice. Now here's the thing. Is Sironigous dead? And I think he is. Yep. So cute deck. Couldn't get too much out of it. It is what it is. So grats to Ragnarok for the 2-0 win in that particular game. I liked Sironigous has definitely got some good choices right there, but Paladin's strong, man. Paladin is just super, super, super strong. What you gotta do with it. All right, so let's see here. We're checking out everything and how it's going. It looks like, let's check the bracket. Let's check the bracket real quick. We should be able to kind of see what we're doing. We're gonna do a quick refresh on both our stream. Looks like we've got a semifinals about ready to go, which is pretty awesome. We are going to cast every single semifinals match. It's pretty awesome. You go away there. So semifinals away. It looks like that we're going into 2 games with Thordy and Nyctophobia. I'm going to see if I can get in one of those games. And if we can, great. Otherwise, we'll be right back. Thanks for watching.